Before we begin the movie, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell button to receive everything new we offer. A mother wants a fresh start, her son still lives in the past, between them is a grief they have never spoken aloud. Victor, a quiet French teenager, arrives in a new city with his mother, Adele, carrying with him more than just suitcases. A year ago, Victor lost his father, a loss that still echoes deeply between them. This move is supposed to be a new beginning, but to Victor, it feels like exile. From the beginning, the film establishes a state of emotional displacement. They are physically present, but emotionally disconnected. On an ordinary school day, everything collapses. Victor witnesses a horrific event. A student named Francis jumps from the school building. The shock is immediate and paralyzing, sirens wail, students cry, and a teacher rushes over, but Victor remains standing in his place, his eyes locked on a moment he cannot erase. This is not just a school tragedy, it is something he has already experienced. Unlike others who try to forget, Victor becomes obsessed. Who was Francis? Why did he jump? What kind of pain drives someone to that edge? This question becomes Victor's silent mission. Victor begins doing something disturbing, yet at the same time deeply human. He visits Francis's empty room. The place feels suspended in time, posters still on the wall, clothes untouched, a bed that will never be slept on again. Here, Victor feels closer to Francis than he ever did in his life. He finds Francis's iPod, and through the music, Victor begins to reconstruct the boy's inner world. Every song becomes a clue, a sweet melody, angry beats, and moments of tenderness. Music becomes a language where words fail. Bit by bit, Victor stops seeing Francis as a boy who jumped, and begins to see him as an achingly real person. Victor takes another step, he meets Francis's mother. This meeting is extremely fragile and burdened with unvoiced pain. She is polite, quiet, but clearly distracted. Victor did not know what to say, and neither did she, but grief breaks the barrier of silence. In her presence, Victor is forced to confront his loss once again. Surely, the film draws a parallel between two mothers, two sons, and two incomplete lives. This meeting deepens Victor's emotional journey. It is no longer just curiosity, he has become emotionally involved. Here, Victor befriends one of Francis's closest friends. At first, the friendship seems strange, almost an intrusion into others' affairs. Victor knows more about Francis than he should, yet he did not know him at all. But the friend feels lonely too, and grieves in his own way, angry at the silence surrounding the loss of Francis. While Victor uncovers Francis's past, he avoids his own future. At home, tension escalates. His mother tries to move past it, she is getting to know new people, she has loved again. She does not consider love a betrayal, but rather a means of survival. Victor resents this. To him, moving forward was like erasing his father. The unspoken conflict worsens. Can grief coexist with life? The film carefully explores the relationship between the mother and her son without melodrama. They eat together, but they do not talk. They live together, but they grieve separately. Victor sees his mother's attempts to achieve happiness as abandonment, and his mother considers Victor's withdrawal as rejection. There is no wrong in either of them, but both are painful. And Francis's attempt to kill himself forces his mother to face her fear of losing her son emotionally, if not physically. Victor ultimately realizes something painful, yet liberating. There is no single reason for Francis's death, no perfect explanation, and no clear ending. This realization transforms Victor's obsession into reflection. He begins to realize how fragile people are, and how easily pain hides behind silence. Instead of trying to solve the mystery of Francis, Victor begins to understand himself. In a quiet emotional climax, Victor finally opens up, if not by words, then by action. He has allowed himself to feel grief without guilt, anger without blame, and love without the fear of loss. He began to accept that his mother's attempt to rebuild her life does not erase the past, it is a tribute to survival. And for the first time since his arrival in a new land, Victor is no longer just an existing being, he chooses to live. The film's title, 2 Beats, 3 Movements, reflects the film's structure, loss, obsession, and acceptance. In the end, Victor did not forget Francis, and he did not forget his father, but he learned that remembering does not mean standing still. And the film ends quietly. If you liked the film, do not forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell button to receive everything new we offer.